This is Abby Kropp, and welcome to this episode of InnovatED Google Sheets. We're here to tell you about the newest tips and tricks to use with classroom tools. In this episode, you'll learn about how forms and sheets are connected and Autocrat, a mail merge add-on. In your Google form, you can send responses to compile into a Google Sheet. By doing this, you're able to analyze the data and organize it later. Autocrat is an add-on for Google Sheets that allows you to merge information from your sheet into a Google Doc or a PDF. You could use this for rubrics, progress reports, or beginning of the year registration documentation and sending welcome emails. I've made a rubric in Google Forms that has put all the student grades into a sheet. In my sheet, I've added a total point column and a final grade column. In order to pre-add my functions, I need to add another add-on called Copy Down. This applies the formula to a row 1 and then all of the columns. Finally, Autocrat will make a grade page to send home to parents with their scores. Let's get started. Thing we need to do is add our add-ons. I already have both of them, but I will show you how to get to them. So you're going to go to Get Add-ons, and here's Autocrat right here. You would click the Install button, which would be right here. And then the other one we need is Copy Down. So I would find Copy Down and do the same thing, hit Install, and you're ready to go. Both of those add-ons are going to live right here, so that way you've got them right where you need them. I'll show you Copy Down first. So my formula that I put in here for my function, I just added all the way across to make their total score, and on my rubric it's out of 16. So then after their sum was here, the next function was to divide, and I did the H2 cell divided by 16. And that gave me their percentage of what their total score, and then you format it by going up here to percentage and format as percent. So that way I've got everything that I need right there. But my problem was that I wasn't able to apply that to all of my cells, and that's where Copy Down came in. So going into Copy Down, you can take your formula from your first function, from your first row, and apply it to all of them. So you see that it's taken that first row, you see your formula row, you can change that to whatever number you need it to be, and then paste his values, and it basically just puts it all the way down, and you save it, and you're good to go. And then if I unhide this, you can see that there is a secret cell in here that gets confusing, but it basically just tells you that it shows you where that all is living and that it's being used through Copy Down. So the Autocrat part, we're going to go into add-ons again. And remember, you have to have your template already made before you can do this. That's usually the first thing I do, and then I work my way backwards. So going into Autocrat, I'm going to open. And I should need to make a new job. It doesn't matter what you name this job because you're not ever going to see it ever again. You might go in and edit it, but you're not going to have multiple jobs on the same sheet most of the time. Practice Autocrat. All right, so I need a template. It will show some of the things I've already used, but I don't see the one I need. So you can connect to your drive and find what you need. It's pretty slow sometimes. Let's see if we can find it. Okay, there's my rubric, so I'm going to hit select. You can see kind of from there that it's just a little table. You have to use carets. Well, not carets, they're sideways carets, so I just call them brackets. You use 2 on each side, and it will show you in just a minute. That's how it pulls them into Autocrat. So you see that now everything is pairing up. My columns are pairing up with my spot on my template that I just added in there. So I'm just double checking to make sure it tied all to the right places, and it did. And then you're going to put your file name for your output. So I'm going to put student name. If you go in and click on one of these, it automatically copies, so then you just have to paste it. So we'll put student name, poetry project. And you can do it as a Google Doc or a PDF. I like to do Google Docs just so that way I have a copy in my drive that I'm able to edit later if I need to, if something goes wonky. And then you hit next, pick your destination. I could make a folder to put that in there. You guys are welcome to do that. urge conditions. And then this is cool too, because you could send it directly to parents this way. You'd have to add a few extra places over here in your columns and in your form, but we're not going to do that. So we're not going to share the doc. If you do click share the doc, you can share it as view only, you can do comment only, all those things. You can have them reshare, all those things. You can CC people. You can use your tags from your emails to send the email. You can send a body and a subject. So it's pretty cool. If you ever want to toy with it, if you want me to come help you, let me know. Form trigger is yes. So every time it's submitted, you want it to automatically create this document. You can do it on time too and do it like top of the hour. But when you're doing lots of these quickly, you want to get them done so that way you can print them and move on with your day. So we're done there. We're going to hit save. I forgot to click share doc is no. It's nice because it catches most of your errors as well. All right, so now we're done, and you know it's done when it has the little form right here. So form trigger is set. If you had read anything, then that means there were errors. So it's ready to go. So I'm going to hit play, and it will run the ones I already have. You can also send one through the form to test it, and that will make another one too. So you could do that as well. And then I will show you what they look like when they are done. All right, so I tested my merge and it's complete. So you can see here that this is one of the basically printouts that it made. It took my template and then it just plugged in Alex's score for each of those categories and what his final grade was. There's a place for comments down here. I just put the word test just to see to make sure. And now from here, I can either share it with parents, I can print it, I can do anything I need to do with it. That is all the time we have for this episode of InnovatED Google Sheets. If you're looking for more resources, please check out the links in the description below and more at bit.ly/GastonDigital. Remember to contact your technology facilitator if you have any questions, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel. We'll see you next time.